Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast of It's Football Not Soccer. Today I'm joined by Jordan.
What's going on, guys?
By Jack.
Hi guys.
And Tope.
Hi, guys.
And I'm Michael. Today we're going to be talking about Chelsea and obviously their downturn in fortunes at the moment and whether it is or if it's not a crisis. Obviously two of our members here, Jack and Jordan, are Chelsea fans, so I know Jack's got a lot of strong views on this, but I want to start with Jordan. Jordan, just give me your honest view of how you think your season's going, and especially the last month or so.
Well, I think everyone can tell we're just a shadow of the team we were last year. I know everyone's immediately said, "Oh, Roman Abramovich has got this sort of trigger finger happiness with just getting rid of managers who aren't getting results." And I do believe as a Chelsea fan, we do need a bit of stability, which is why I'm originally saying we should stick with Mourinho. However, I'm not sure how Mourinho's can actually turn it around, because it seems like every game we go into, there's sort of media talk and speculation about, is this the game where Chelsea revamp their season? And then it just seems like another defeat, another boring loss. And
yeah, because I've got to say, from the outside looking in, when there's problems within a team or within a club, you can, for example, with Sunderland, as it's just happening, you think Big Sam will go in there and he'll fix this, he'll fix this, he'll fix this. At Chelsea, and lots of media pundits, they're struggling to put a finger on it. So, Jack, what do you think?
Extremely difficult to pinpoint what it is that's actually gone wrong. I mean, obviously, everyone first looks to the manager, and I think in this case, they're probably right to do so in the case that Mourinho himself, right from day one, has sort of imploded in terms of like the whole Eva Carneiro situation. You know, he's now getting sued along with the club for all of that, all over them doing their job basically, and all that stuff with Mourinho, like conspiracy theories and blaming the referees, blaming like full officials, blaming everyone except never actually taking responsibility and accepting that the other team on the day was just better than us.
Can I ask, obviously, you mentioned the Canero point there. Another big point is Eden Hazard's form. Eden Hazard was the player injured when Canero come on the pitch. Do you think that, obviously, he had a go at the Canero, but do you think he's also had a pop at Hazard, and that's the reason why he's not been performing? Do you think is that just clutch on straws, or do you think that's plausible?
No, absolutely. I think it's very plausible, because to me, from a fan's perspective, I've never been in the dressing room, but Hazard to me seems like one of those guys you've got to sort of pat on the back, sort of schmooze him a bit, make sure he's happy.
yeah,
And I think Mourinho, being the way he is, it's just sort of like lambasted him, like Fabregas, Matic, all the players that have been dropped, I think are the ones who have sort of been had a go at by Mourinho, and rightly so. But I think it kind of boils down to the fact that almost every single player in our team, or maybe Willian, but even then he's not been as good as he was last year. Every single player, his form has just dropped substantially, and it's really difficult to see why.
Yeah.
Could I just ask a question? Because there were reports that a player said that he would rather
lose
and
and
there's rumours that is Hazard.
And you know what it is?
Fabregas.
I heard rumours it was Fabregas,
Yeah, I said
but
that.
I actually think it's Eden Hazard. I think he's that type of player.
It could well have been.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember hearing reports when he was at his last club, Lille, that he had an argument with the manager, and then he just walked out of the dressing room, and then he drove home. So I think
Bit of
he's
a
that
diva,
kind of. It might have even been with the Belgian youth teams as well.
Yeah.
So I think he is a bit of a diva
I
as
could
well.
see him just making
yeah.
an off-cuff comment when
Exactly.
we're 3-1 down to Southampton after the game or whatever. And yeah, it could well have been him. But what I have liked, and this is why it sort of makes me think that the team is still there, is that Terry's come out and backed the manager. Ramirez has come out and backed it. Mikel has. Fabregas has come out and denied the reports that it was him, and you know, almost every player who wants.
But they would always,
Exactly,
they would always do that.
that.
But in that situation, it always happens, and when the manager gets sacked, then it comes out, and all that bad stories. Majority of the time it is. One thing I do want to ask, while we've got Tope here, obviously a Man United fan, he went through this situation a couple of years ago when the champions of England went, Ferguson left, Moyes coming. I know it's slightly different because different managers, but obviously you had your own mini crisis as well for that season and come seventh. So based on your experience from a few years ago, can you shed any light on what you think's going on, or?
Well, it's funny you say that because so the major impact was the change in manager, but the thing is, when we last won the league, we had Van Persie, and it was a very poor league. It was a very poor league when we won that league. We won that league at a canter when we were playing sometimes Tom Cleverley and Phil Jones in centre midfield. So we won that league at a canter, and I think that's when the Benitez was there.
Yeah, we were in the Europa League as well.
So Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City had just won the league, and they didn't have the commitment and the winning mentality to go out and do it again. So I think with Chelsea, they won the league at a canter as well. They had a very good start to the season last season, and I think the other teams didn't perform. And now, when you're the champion, the teams are going to be looking at you and they're going to be targeting you and they're going to up their game.
One question I want to ask is, you mentioned that Chelsea won the league at a canter.
Yeah.
The start of last season, they was untouchable.
Exactly.
They was amazing for 6 months, winning games 3-0, 4-0, 5-0.
Exactly.
But then there was a change. It seemed when they lost to Spurs 5-3 at White Hart Lane, Mourinho then went back to his negative football, and for the rest of that season, the mentality was, okay, we've had this lead. We've got this points buffer. Probably what was it, 10 to 15 points? Let's concentrate on not losing. So they go out in games thinking, we just don't need to lose points, they're fine. But now it's hard to go out of a mentality, and they've got to go out in games and try and win again. And it's hard to go from a defensive mindset to an attacking mindset. And this is where I think they're getting caught out. They don't know. I think they've got like shackles on them again. I think just put attacking players out there, give them the freedom to do what they was doing. They're world class players, and they'll go out and produce. But at the moment, I don't know, I'm a bit cautious. Do I defend or I attack? So
they were beating Arsenal like 6-0 the season before. It's just
a complete change in 6 months.
Yeah.
The aspect on that is like Mourinho has never actually been in this situation before, which makes it, like, from a spectator's point of view, from a neutral's point of view, it's really interesting because you kind of want to see him stick it out to see if he can do it, to see if he can pull a team back, because that's what he does.
This will prove if he's
he gets into such a lead in such a position that he gets to a point where it's like, because he plays the percentages, he goes, right, how many points do I need to win the league? He looks at who's second, he sees how they're doing, and you'll get to a point where we lost 5-3 to Spurs, and then you start thinking, right, if I'm 12 points clear with 5 games to go, what do I do? What do you need to do? Grind out results, get a 1-0, get a draw, get a 0-0, and that's what we did right up until the end of it.
But do you think a problem because they had such a lead so early on, they've been that mindset for too long?
This is exactly it.
And do you remember what Mourinho said last season when West Brom beat you guys 3-0? He said, this is the fault of our challengers. We didn't get many challenges in the league, so that's why it wasn't competitive. That was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
But this is it. It just comes down. It's down to the players, and this is probably it. It's the players who haven't got the mindset to think, oh, we've got to go out and win because we're normally so far ahead by now, and we're not. And this is the difference. So this is the challenge for Fabregas, for Matic, for Costa, for Hazard in particular. For Hazard. It's unbelievable to see his form drop so much.
Jordan, what I'd like to ask from a Chelsea perspective, we saw that you lost on the weekend to Liverpool, and fair enough. Like, Liverpool played well. You didn't play your best. It can happen.
Yeah.
But after the game, the press conference with Jose Mourinho, I have nothing to say. As a Chelsea fan, how much confidence do you have in him when he comes out and he can't even talk to the fans and explain, okay, this is going wrong, but this is how we're going to fix it? How do you...
I think that press conference as a whole was Mourinho sort of thinking to himself, I think I have no one else to blame now. It is my fault. I need to go back to the drawing board.
But he just can't say the words.
But he can't physically say those words. I think that he knows that he's losing. In my personal opinion, I think he knows he's losing some of the players that I don't think Mourinho's the type of person who would go into a dressing room after Chelsea's lost 2 games on the trot and be like, come on boys, pick your head up for this game. I think he's the type to be strict, disciplined, like, boys, you know what you need to do, get out and grind out a 2-0 win and keep steady. I think he needs to start motivating the players, because we're seeing players who are full of confidence running around defenders for fun. So you got your Williams, your Hazards, Costas causing terror all over last season. And I just don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're going to get there.
So what would you like to see?
I was just going to say, if you are a Chelsea player and you saw like Mourinho's press conference and you see what he was saying after the games, like that whole 7-minute answer to that one question after the Southampton loss, and you sit there thinking, is he serious?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You almost
Yeah.
don't want to take him
Yeah.
seriously. Like, as a player, I'm just really like, maybe some players don't even look at the press, don't even think about any of that. They focus on
And
the
I
game.
think if the manager's doing that in the media room, and sort of players have got their own central lives, and people are asking, oh, you didn't perform, why, what's going on with you? The players will respond how the manager responded. I have no answer.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
it
it's
rubs off on the players.
it rubs off.
Yeah.
But how important is that? You know, when, because Mourinho right now feels that he's being targeted by the media, right?
So you're saying it's not like a whole game anymore. You think he's full on serious?
I think
Yeah,
before
I
you
think-
could put down to mind games.
yeah.
Now I think he's actually panicking a little bit. I think
Yeah.
he's worried now. He's actually, for the first time we've seen him worried, and he's getting even more extreme
Yeah, but-
with his press
yeah.
conferences and talking.
But I don't think he likes the way the media portrayed him. So in his press conference, he's like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, I know what you're gonna be saying. In the mornings, you're gonna be saying, I'm getting sacked, or Guardiola's gonna come to Chelsea, because that's what the papers were saying. That's what the papers were saying. Some papers were saying that he's gone. So he's like, you know what, I've got nothing for you. No, I don't need to tell you anything. You know, this is my team, this is my football.
Legally,
so
he
you're
does
not,
that.
because
Legally, he has to
Yeah,
attend
he
those
was.
press
He is
And the thing
conferences.
is-
obliged as a manager.
and the thing
That's
is,
when
when-
Sir Alex Ferguson didn't do that.
Yeah.
He sent his.
But the thing is, when he has said stuff as well, and when he's even tried to be a bit tactical about what he says, he's still getting fans. So you know what? Because you know what? If I was in this position, I wouldn't act far too much differently to how he is. Because I'll be like, you know what? You want all this from me? Nah, I'll speak. I'll come here and I'll speak, and I'll be like,
But I think you've got to take the good with the bad, because when they're telling him, "Oh, you're the special one. You're such a great manager," he loved
loves
it.
it.
Like, and he would. Everyone would love it. He loved it when you're this.
yeah.
But as a manager, it's your responsibility to go out to the fans, go out to the players, saying, "Look, I accept. It's not acceptable. We're not doing well. This is how we do." I just think that was completely unprofessional. And as a fan, as a player, I'd look at my manager and think, he don't know what he's doing. Like we know he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't seem like he's what he's doing.
What
I'd be
goes on
concerned.
in the media and in the dressing room is like two different
two miles
things.
apart.
What do
Two
you
different
guys
things.
think about when he, after the last game, he came onto the pitch with his coaching staff?
coaching, yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah,
I think that was for the
publicity
cameras.
stunt.
That was for the
Publicity
cameras.
stunt. Publicity stunt.
No managers never do that. Well, on the rare occasion.
I've not seen it. It's over the Phil
So
Brown half time.
he's come out and done that, and you saw him at times. He knew where the camera was. He was looking at it sometimes. He knew the camera was there. He knew that we'd be watching because it's a Sky game, and he knew he was talking to his coaches as if he knew. Oh, this went bad. He seemed calm. That was, I think, the press conference. That was him concerned, and he knew that he had to go out there and he had to get the tactics right and his mind games right and play up to it as normal. So I think that was all for the cameras, that one.
Can I ask something as well? Do you think he's gonna come out of it, and also do you think Chelsea are gonna make that top four?
Whether we make top four or not, see, as a Chelsea fan, I'm struggling to say we won't, because we've been so consistent year after year, but I think we're really going to struggle. And I don't think we're going to struggle, not because we don't have the capabilities, because I do believe our team still has the capability to reach top four, but I think the four teams right now, and you've got your Leicesters, your West Ham's on form. I mean, obviously they do tend to drop off like at the start of a new year. But I think everyone that is competing for the league right now, so you've got your Arsenals, your Cities, your Man Uniteds as well, they're going to start grinding out results while we're still struggling. Because I think Mourinho's really waiting for January to actually start making improvements, start shifting stuff around, and then seeing what we can actually do. So I don't think we'll make top four, in my honest opinion.
I think if all the teams were what they were last year, I'd have said we'd make the top four, because Liverpool were worse last year. Spurs were worse last year. United weren't as good last year. Even Arsenal. So, and this year they've all improved. All those teams in the top 6 have improved. So, I'd probably say our best bet is 5th, and then we go into the Europa League.
The concentration now is on the Champions League. I think as long as Chelsea are in the Champions League, I think Mourinho will be there, and obviously your league form will pick up, because at the moment it's relegation form. You're not going to get relegated. It will pick up. Whether it picks up enough for you to get close to the top 4, even if you get in the top 6 or 7, yeah, it's a bad year. But as long as you're in the Champions League, I think he'll be.
Put it
there.
this way: it's like Mourinho states about Arsenal. A lot of years they only start their season like in December, January time, and they go on a run of like 9-10 wins, and they end up 3rd.
Chelsea are more than capable of putting a run of results in the next 5-6 league games where they can pick up 15-16 points, and they'll be right back up.
There's a lot of time in the league, and things are going to change. But for now, it does look grim.
And I've got one more question that I just thought of. So, Jose Mourinho, the most successful manager Chelsea have ever had. How much loyalty do Chelsea as a club owe Jose Mourinho?
All you had to do was watch that Liverpool-Chelsea game to hear it. The fans are undeniably still behind him. And I don't know any other team that have been that dedicated to a manager, considering where we are in the position.
But that's what I'm saying, in terms of loyalty, you know, what he's done for you, what he's done for your club, the trophies that he's won.
Me personally, I want him to stay, and I want to see if he can do it. What I don't want to see is him pulling our club through the dirt with all the crap that goes on with the press conferences and all that crap. If he dropped all that shit and just started being honest, being a respectful manager about things, then I'd be happy.
Okay, so if he wasn't behaving the way he is and he was in the same position, you'll think, I still want him to be manager, of course. Okay,
Absolutely.
I think Chelsea are dying for this international break, just to have 2 weeks to try.
We had an international break before, and we
Yeah,
still rubbish.
Yeah, but I think you desperately need this to kind of just regroup.
We need right now.
I think the players need to get away, get with their international club, just get their minds off Chelsea, and try and come back again. Come back stronger.
You don't need to stove away.
My last point: the only good thing that came out of the international break last time was Ivanovic getting injured.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Enough said.
Actually forced Mourinho to make a change, and
Well, that's still not worked as well. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Let us know what you think on the situation at Chelsea, and remember to